Greetings and blessings. Crawford Ashley, the spiritual boxer, and I'm talking about boxing again, as I always do. And today, specifically, the AJ Ngannou fight. Now, this is how I see it. It all depends on the tactics AJ goes in there with, because he's a good boxer, but not a great boxer. And he's a good fighter, but not a great fighter. And when you used to put both of them together, it seemed all right. And I thought it was going to get better, but it seemed to have gone backwards. And not down to anything other than his tactics. He tried to outbox a master boxer. And he came unstuck. And he didn't change his game plan. He seemed like he stuck to his game plan to try and outbox somebody, and it's like, why are you trying to outbox him who's boxing your head off? Drag him into a fight. You know, you're losing anyway, so you might as well drag him into a fight. Now I believe if he goes in there as the boxer, he outboxes Ngannou, or he should outbox him. But if he goes in there for a fight, he'll lose, because Ngannou's a great fighter and an alright boxer. So now, I was always taught a good boxer will be a good fighter any day of the week. So get in there and box, you know. And I don't know, it's like Ngannou's one of them type of people. I haven't seen the fight because I just don't think it's right. That anyway, he seems to be the exception to the rule, and there's always an exception to every rule. It's like if you look at Lomachenko, I think he had a world title fight in his second or third fight. That's the exception to the rule. But I just think AJ loses, everything he's built up, his reputation, I think is gone. As a boxer, as a British great, no, it's gone, it's disappeared. It's like Tyson Fury. To me, he's destroyed his legacy by avoiding fights, by talking trash about his fighters. You know, it's like, what makes a great boxer is his opponents. And when you listen to Tyson talk about his opponents, they're all bums. So, who have you beat? You beat a bum. That's it. But the thing is you can't call Usyk a bum. And that's why I think he's been avoiding him. Because I believe Usyk's got Tyson's number. I was reading something about Ken Norton always give Muhammad Ali a lot of trouble. And he said basically, Ali couldn't get in his head. And if you can't get into the Reds, it's very difficult to beat. Because most of Ali's fights, Tyson's fight, there was one before they even got in the ring. Because they get inside the red. It's like Ben Eubanks. Eubanks got inside Ben's head, and Ben just wanted to knock his head off. He wanted to kill him, and he fell into that trap, getting caught and getting beat up. You see, the one thing in boxing is about control, and the main thing to control is your ego. You get hit, and you get hit hard. It kind of like hits your ego, and you want to get him back. But that's when you got to calm down, so you're not walking into other punches. Like they used to say when I was a kid, if you're getting it, you're doing something wrong. Move. And when you start moving backwards, you're taking most of the sting out of the punches anyway. But this is what I'm saying about having that boxing mentality. calming that ego down and box when he wants to fight and fight when he wants to box. They're the kind of tactics I think he should be using, because it's going to be a good fight. Am I going to watch it? That's another thing. I don't know. But that's boxing for today. And if you like the vibe, then subscribe. Me subscribing that seems crap. Also, leave a comment. Nobody seems to want to speak to me or ask me questions. And oh yeah, Theo's last fight, we found out the kid had 17 fights and he'd been sparring with the likes of AJ and Riakpar, I think. That's what I got told. So that was his 4th fight, and he's boxed the kid who had 17. And I just think he's got his tactics wrong again. I don't think the guy were better than him. And it's just to use this now and move on to the next level. A loss out of the way, it's how you come back from the loss. It's not a big thing. But going in there, realising that your row might go is a different thing. Now he knows, and he knows what it feels like. He didn't want to feel like that again. But I think now he's found out, because we got told he only had 2 fights, and I think that kind of like made Theo feel a bit deflated. But now he's realised how good the kid was. His performance, for me, looks even better. Because it was, yeah. Anyway, like I said, if you like the vibe, then subscribe. Until next time, chilling out.